while all of this magic happens, okay? What's happening right here is children enjoying themselves, and that is amazing. So your job is to listen above the noise and so that they can have a great time and we can do a little bit of learning. So let's have a look at this story. Give me a wave if you've been and done anything Christmassy at all yet this year. Anybody been to a Christmas Carol concert? Anybody done? So on Friday night, Tim and I went to the Great Christmas Assembly. Basically, it's just a guy with a piano who plays songs that you used to sing in assembly. And we had a great time. For 2.5 hours, we just sang. There were some carols, lots going on. So at Christmas, hopefully you have a happy time. Who's looking forward to Christmas this year? Anybody looking forward to it? Okay. I don't know where Tim is. I've lost him. Oh, Tim, can I borrow you a minute? So I'm just going to do a quick, anybody got a present that they're hoping for this year? If you got a present that you're hoping for, pop your hand in the air. Anybody got a present? No. Yep. Go on then.
Was it a hand?
Books.
Oh, you've just made Lisa's day.
Eleanor, if you weren't already my goddaughter, you would be right now. Books, great idea.
Yeah.
Anyone else got anything they want for Christmas?
Not books.
Not books. Well, you can want books.
But you can want more books as well, yeah?
No.
There's nobody here want any presents for Christmas. I'm amazed.
Oh, yeah. Max has got one.
Max has got one. There's a few here. Hold on. We've got a few more here, Lisa.
Money.
Oh. Did you hear that?
No.
No, £100.
Money, £100 we've had at the back.
£100. I like the fact that there's an amount there.
Yeah.
I want 5 trolley tokens, so I'm never caught out in the supermarket. I'm not joking. If I don't get a trolley token, I'll be disappointed.
So, I'm just going to say here, Max, that I love you dearly, right? But 5 trolley tokens might be one of the saddest Christmas gifts that I've ever heard. But each to their own.
Does your husband know about this?
All the family know, okay? If you know Max, she would like a trolley token.
I think she might end up with about 600.
Okay, well, she'll never run out then, will she? So lots of us are looking forward to a really happy Christmas, and that is great. But sometimes Christmas goes a bit wrong. So on this slide, I did a bit of searching on the internet for when Christmas goes wrong in a not too serious way. The picture in the middle is a fire. There was one family who, when they set fire to their Christmas pudding, managed to set fire to, let me just check, the kitchen cupboard, the wall, and the hallway carpet. But they said this: it's okay because we put all the fires out and we all had fun with it, each to their own. The other one, on the Christmas tree, somebody who, when their family were listening to the Queen's speech, the Christmas tree broke in half, the star got embedded in their head, and they had to go to A&E for 9 stitches. But it's a story they'll live off. And the final one, the dog, was a family who somebody went out with the instruction, you must buy some pudding for Christmas Day, and they brought a cake. It wasn't until they were eating the cake that they realized that it had been bought from somewhere called Paulster's. It was actually a dog cake. So they had fed their whole family with a dog cake. So whatever you're doing cooking-wise this Christmas, you're probably okay. But Christmas isn't always a happy time. Christmas can be a difficult time. For us as a family this year, it will be the first Christmas in my whole life that I haven't seen Dad, as in at home, on Christmas Day or Boxing Day. Because Dad will be in Elmhurst for Christmas Day, and we won't be together. Now, my dad, when I was little like these lot, My dad instilled in me a love of Christmas that I have never lost. I know I drive those of you that know me bonkers because I start singing Christmas carols in August. But my dad fell and broke his shoulder a month ago, and so he won't be with us. We can't have the whole of our Christmas day with my dad. Some of you might be having a first Christmas without somebody that you love. Some of you might be worried about money, about the future, about not being very well. It's not always a happy Christmas. But there's good news in the Christmas story. So in the Bible, as you saw in the What's in the Box, there was an angel. And the angel comes to Mary, who is not an expected part of the Christmas story. And the angel is just about to tell Mary she's going to have a baby. So the angel says a really good thing. Do not be afraid. Really important. Do not be afraid. Some of us might be a bit scared, a bit afraid, a bit sad. And the Christmas message is, don't be afraid, because there's a God who came the first Christmas who still loves you this Christmas. In the middle of the night, last night, we got a phone call from my dad, as did Mom several times. And this verse came back to me, don't be afraid. You can't be with your dad right now, but you serve a God who can be, and he wants to be, and he loves you. Don't be afraid. And then the angels appeared to the shepherds, and as if they needed reminding, they say, don't be afraid. And then they go on to say something, I've got good news for you. I've got really, really good news for you. Christmas is here, Jesus is born, and it's great news. Now, in our house at Christmas, can I borrow you, Tim? In our house at Christmas, we have lots of decorations. We have a tradition that Tim buys me a new decoration every year. He hasn't done yet, so if you want to remind him at the end, that would be great. But we also have something that sits in our hall. And this is it. So we have a knitted nativity that my mum made. Some of you have got these in your house as well. Thanks, Mum. It comes complete with a donkey, especially for you, Heather, wherever she is. And this sits in our hall. And as people come into our house, this is the first thing they see. This stable was made by my granddad, I don't know how many years ago. And every year it comes out and we fill it with these characters. Thank you very much. But in the last few years, something amazing has happened in our family. We have a granddaughter, and she comes to us on a Monday. And she came on Monday, and she looked at the nativity, and she did this. She sat herself in the stable. You can't quite see, but there's various characters discarded at the side. And she sat in the middle. And I took this photo because it made me laugh, but also because at that point in time, there were two things. There was Phoebe and there was the baby Jesus. She was holding the baby Jesus in her hands at that point in time. And so, children, I just want for a minute, if you can use your little voices as much as you can, just for these few minutes, that would be great. So, Phoebe holds Jesus. Baby Jesus. It's a knitted Jesus. It's not the real Jesus because he's not a baby anymore. But she holds him and it made me laugh. We sent it on our family WhatsApp and I said, Phoebe has put herself at the center of the Christmas story. And as I said that, I thought, you know what? That's it. God came at Christmas because he wanted to put you at the center of his story. Christmas is good news because God is good news. God chose to come because he wanted to put you at the very center. So that if you want a friendship with him, then that can happen. And we can talk more about what that means. But that's why Jesus came, because he loved you so much. We love Phoebe, but we will never love her as much as God does. But at that moment when she sat in the stable, I thought, there it is. There it is. Christmas is about God coming because he loved you so much. He wants you to be part of his story. So you might know the story really well, and you might think it's just a story. But I know it's the truth. That very first Christmas, God came, and maybe, like Phoebe, if you know the story really well, you need to put yourself back into the story. What does it mean for you this Christmas? Where are you this Christmas? And if you've never known God, if you don't have a friendship with him, but you want it, or there's just a little something happening to you where you think, maybe I do need to find out more about this amazing God that loves me, we would love to talk to you. And when I was preparing for this, I thought, you know what? Christmas is a really busy time. You might not be ready today to ask your questions. You might be ready in January or in February, but I've got some good news for you. So this is your time, adults, to switch your ears on. We will be here every Sunday. We will be here at 5 throughout the week. There's very unlikely to be a time that you come here where there isn't somebody who's ready to answer your questions. So go away, have a think about it, and come back or talk to us today if you want to. So this Christmas will be very different for us, but I know this, it will still be good news, because the good news is not about us, it's not about our circumstances, it's not about what's happening, it's all about God. And he loved you so much, he sent his son to be with you and to continue to have a friendship with you. And that's the big surprise of Christmas. So I look at myself, and Tim knows me better than anyone. I forget things all the time. It's absolute chaos before I plan something like this. But Tim loves me through that. But God loves me more. And he loves you as well, whether you know him or you don't. He's here, and he just wants to meet with you. So we are going to, I'm not quite sure how this will be achieved, but it's going to be fine. We're going to sing a couple of Christmas songs.